If you still keep this spirit, you're younger than most teenagers out there. In a small neighborhood, there's a 75-year-old man who every morning puts on his sportswear, his cap, turns on some pop music, and rides his bike to the park. People often tease him, "Exercising like that to live longer, old man?" He laughs loudly. "No, to live happier." That answer surprises many, because living long is not enough. Living joyfully is what matters most. You can be 70, 80, even 90, but if your mind is still sharp, your heart still burns with passion, and your eyes still light up when something new is mentioned, then you're younger than thousands of young people wasting their days in tired routines and dull habits. Age is just a number. What truly defines your youth lies in your spirit, and if you still hold on to these 5 things, then congratulations, you're living like a truly young soul. 1. You still have passion and the eagerness to learn something new. When we were young, everything fascinated us. Leaves, rocks, even ants spark curiosity. But over time, many lose that spark. They grow old not because of wrinkles, but because their hearts stop feeling excited and their minds stop staying open. But you're not like that. If you still watch YouTube to learn a new dish, still figure out how to use social media just to message your grandkids, still study English even if your pronunciation is shaky, you're living with the energy of youth. Science proves that learning new things helps the brain form new neural connections, slows down cognitive decline, improves memory, and reduces dementia risk. There's no better youth elixir than keeping your mind active. Most of all, having passion means having purpose. Whether it's gardening, journaling, writing poetry, or painting, every hobby is a door that pulls you out of the old and into a renewed sense of life. 2. You still have a sense of humor, and you laugh at yourself. One of the clearest signs of a young spirit is the ability to laugh, especially at yourself. Older people often become serious, more sensitive, and prone to negative thinking. But young souls, they take life lightly, find joy in small mishaps, and aren't afraid to make fun of themselves. If you still chuckle when you spill water, still find it funny when you misspeak, still tease your grandkids with old school jokes, you hold within you one of life's rarest medicines, humor. Studies show that laughter reduces stress hormones, increases endorphins, our natural happy chemicals, improves heart rate, boosts immunity, relieves pain, and best of all, helps you live longer. Even more important, when you laugh, you spread joy. Not everyone needs someone young in age, but everyone benefits from someone who can laugh, who's lighthearted, and who radiates from within. 3. You embrace change and still dare to try new things. Aging often makes people fear change. I'm too old to learn. Why go out at this age? I'm used to this already. Why bother changing? But in truth, that rigid mindset is what ages you faster. If you've switched from an old phone to a smartphone, tried ordering groceries online, or given a new dish a shot, even if it looked odd, you possess a wonderfully flexible spirit. You don't need to be reckless, but as long as you stay open to the new, you're already younger than 90% of your peers. Why? Because flexibility helps you adapt, lowers stress, and keeps your confidence intact, something even many young people struggle with today. And remember, every time you step out of your comfort zone, you're brushing up against youth itself, no matter how many candles are on your birthday cake. 4. You practice gratitude and always find things worth cherishing. Young people chase the future. Older folks, if not careful, get stuck in the past. But a truly youthful spirit, it lives in the present. It smiles at the morning sun, appreciates a hot bowl of soup, and says thank you when someone simply remembers to call. If you still pause to admire blooming flowers, still feel joy over a shared meal, and still get moved by a sincere, "How are you?" then your heart is blooming with youthful energy. Psychologists call this the gratitude mindset, one of the most powerful habits to boost happiness, lower anxiety, reduce depression, and help you live longer. Grateful people don't focus on what's missing. They see what's meaningful, even in the smallest things. They don't live loudly, but they live deeply. More importantly, when you're grateful, others feel it. Your family senses it. Friends recognize it. Even the pharmacy clerk smiles back at your warm thank you. 5. You stay connected and don't hold back your love. Loneliness can cripple anyone, young or old. But if you still chat with your neighbors, still call your children just to say hi, still crack a joke with the waiter, you're not just preserving your social circle, you're preserving yourself. Connection doesn't require a crowd. Sometimes it's just a kind glance, a short morning chat, or a quiet walk beside someone. These small ties act like emotional vitamins that protect you from isolation, sadness, and the fear of being forgotten, which many elderly people silently suffer from. Here's the beautiful truth. People who give love, receive love. Affection doesn't run out when shared. It multiplies. The more you open your heart, the more youthful your spirit becomes. You might not dance in clubs or post selfies online, but if you keep loving and being loved, then trust me, you're still radiating the energy of youth. 6. You still know how to dream and never stop hoping for better things. It might sound childish, but here's the truth. People don't age the fastest because their bodies slow down. They age because they stop dreaming, stop hoping. If you still have small dreams, like traveling one more time, learning to play the guitar, or simply wishing your grandchild gets into college, then your heart is still very much alive. Those who hold on to hope are never truly old. Even if you're in a hospital bed, facing financial troubles, or dealing with declining health, as long as you still believe things can get better, you are stronger than most young people lost in confusion. Science backs this up. People who stay hopeful live longer, recover better from illness, and bounce back emotionally from life's toughest blows. Hope is like a small light in a dark night. It doesn't have to be bright. Just a flicker is enough to guide you forward. And here's the miracle. When you live with hope, you inspire everyone around you. Your children and grandchildren learn resilience. Your friends feel comforted, and you yourself walk through life slowly. Yes, but glowing all the way. Growing old isn't a punishment, it's just a stage. And if you enter it with a clear mind, a grateful heart, and a zest for life, it could be the most glorious chapter of your story. You may no longer run fast, see sharp, or hold things steady. But if you still dream, still laugh, still tease your grandkids, still cry at good movies, still get excited about little plans, then you are living a life that many young people would envy. Because real youth isn't defined by years. It's defined by how you live each day. And if you still embody these 5 things, then let me say this loud and clear. You're younger than most teenagers out there.